I don't know if it wasn't intentional, but I just started using that house analogy since the beginning. So I guess I kind of coined it, but very much so. Like when you start reading, you kind of get your head above ground and you're like, oh, wait a second. There are other Christians committed to the way of Jesus who take their faith incredibly seriously and the Bible incredibly seriously, who come to very different conclusions than what my white evangelical tradition taught me. How is that possible? Yeah. And again, you keep reading, you keep realizing the world's bigger than you.
I just think that analogy is so good. Again, it just comes up naturally in conversations where I'll tell people either about my journey or what I'm encouraging them to experience, which is, hey, you know this one room of the house really well. Like you know every nook and cranny of this room, but this house is huge and like you haven't explored it, and just inviting them, like, open some doors, check out the stairs.
Here's the thing, right? Let's use this house analogy. I'm not asking you to move your stuff from one room to the other. I'm not saying you have to go plant in the Eastern Orthodox tradition, right? But at least explore it to take it in and realize that there's a history here. And really every room of the Christian tradition has its own little mini universe with its own theologians and philosophers and people who have moved things forward. So I just think it's disingenuous to be like, well, I'm a Calvinist and I have the answers about the Bible that no one else has, and I have the right answers. And the Catholics are heretics, and the Eastern Orthodox are heretics, and the Charismatics are heretics. It's like so disingenuous to think that your very modern and very new iteration of Christianity, that is white evangelicalism in America, is somehow the true Orthodox biblical faith, and anything that's not that is somehow problematic. So I think, big picture, my approach shifted from judgment to curiosity, right? From like, no, they're wrong and I'm right, to, well, I might not agree ultimately, but I am kind of curious.